Hey everyone, this is Cap and Zoe and we welcome you to yet another episode of Items of Interest.
So just a couple days ago, we had April Fool's Day, and the community put out, with a lot of effort, a bunch of different April Fool's pranks, including our own at joindota.com. But we had this by far, I think, is one of my favorite, just because the amount of effort put into it. Dota Cinema Neil, he brought this this new set for Spirit Breaker. It's called the Charge of the Heartbreaker, and Zoe, it's a little happy, it's a little flamboyant, it's very lovey-dovey.
It really is. I mean, unfortunately, and I really don't know why, but it hasn't been accepted into the game. I can't make sense of it. I really think this is one of the things which was missing, right? I mean, who doesn't want to get beaten up by something like that?
Yeah, I mean, when I would see that this Spirit Breaker charging me, I wouldn't actually be afraid. I would embrace it with open arms and be like, yes, take me, Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Neil. You made our days.
Heartbreaker, charging in!
Hey guys, this is SunsFan with a new workshop submission. As you know, we've come out with a couple mythical sets, a legendary set, and now we're working on our first Arcana. This one for Spirit Breaker. As you probably noticed, there's also a new base skin and model that comes with special ambient effects. There are also new spell effects and custom ability icons.
And there has been a very, very nice other April Fool's joke over at the Esports Express website. It's a very, very interesting page, to say the least, with a lot of
a lot of good satire.
A lot of good stuff, And this was gold. In terms of chat logs, this was pure gold. It was between Alex Garfield, who's the owner of EG, and Arteezy. For some reason, I wrote on my card, Canadian Arteezy. Apparently, when I wrote this note, I thought that this is very important, so I thought I'm gonna throw it out there anyway. So this chat log, I mean, have you read through the whole thing? I
did, and it fits Arteezy to a T. I mean, his personality, the personality that he puts out online, just everything that they wrote in the words of Arteezy fits him perfectly. I could see this actually being a real exchange.
That was what I was about to say. I'm not actually sure if this is fake. I think he used this April Fool's to just like, you know what? I'm gonna use a real chat log now, and I'm gonna post it there. I mean, I like the discussion of which swear words he would be allowed to use on stream, and I really, really would like to know which ones he put out in the. I mean, it's all censored in the chat log. So I want to see if he said like. I don't know. We can beep that out. So calm down. We're adults. Gee, it's so sensitive.
Well, I never expected those words to come out of Zoe's mouth, but
no one.
Beauty of April Fools. So this next April Fool's prank, so I know there's a lot of people out in the community that would absolutely love if this was actually instituted, but Wickeram, he's a well-known community member, he put out in his blog this really, really well-done graphic and idea called The Colony, and it's this community-driven update that involves basically the same thing that League of Legends has with their whole, you can actually vote to be like a community moderator, and you can actually determine whether people are banned or suspended or anything like that. And I know a lot of people would love to do that. On top of that, there was many other things like
the quits. You can vote for quitting the game. So if 4 out of 5 people in the team say like, I want to surrender, then you actually can just surrender, so you don't have to go for all the base camping anymore and stuff. So actually, I really liked some of those ideas. And I almost hope that Valve is going to implement it. Not a fan of the community thing there. Like, I don't want any member of the community to be in charge of other members of the community.
You don't get to judge me.
I just don't think this is gonna work well.
Yeah, I personally would love surrendering, but I don't think we're ever gonna see that, mainly because the Dota community just revolts against that whole idea. They say it's against the spirit of Dota. Except for those times where they GG out and they just sit AFK in the fountain, but that's not surrendering.
That's the spirit of Dota.
That's the spirit of Dota.
So on that very day, I was browsing a bit around YouTube, right? Because that's what you do on April Fool's Day. And then I somehow ended up on the Evil Geniuses YouTube channel, and they put up this lovely video called 3D2L. I actually really laughed. I thought that was a very well done prank for that day. I mean, obviously all pranks that day are pretty obvious.
Yeah, they really are.
Well, I liked it. It was very creative.
Yeah, it wasn't something I was really expecting, but I suppose with the Oculus being so popular right now, everybody's talking about their whole sellout and everything else. Came onto that combined with Dota. Interesting prank, pretty obvious like you said, but innovative idea nonetheless.
Snatching the ages clockwork. Once again, the big play from Yao as he continues to be the difference maker here.
There's a chain frost that's going to do very nice damage. Jo is cleaned up by it. Fnatic just washing.
So getting away from the April Fool's pranks, so we have more artwork to show you guys, and this one is by N2C, aka known as Chin, and it's a pretty cool Roshan fight. It's facing up Sven, faces Void, as well as Juggernaut, all facing up against Roshan, and you've got Sven, who's all like bulked up from his ultimate going down God's strength, and they're all fighting up against a classic Roshan fight.
Yeah, it's a really nice drawing. I really liked it. It's very dynamic. I mean, Juggernaut like mid-jump up there, and it's just overall really nice. In general, the Chin guy there, like if you go to DeviantArt and check out his gallery, he has some really, really sick artwork, so definitely make sure to check it out. And as we were on DeviantArt, we found some more cool artwork, this time by Zafk. I'm actually not sure how to say it, but he or she, I think it's a he, now I'm actually not sure anymore. However, this person has some really, really incredible artwork. We had a Tusk Arctic Punch, which is really well drawn. We had a really nice Ogre Magi, and you said you really liked the Puck drawing.
I did.
Very colorful.
Yeah, it was like, Puck being one of my favorite mid heroes to see, and I just love that he really brought out the color in that hero, just the very, very fairy-like being of Puck. So
it was glowing.
Well done, Zaf. Next up, we have a video, and it's by the Dota 2 Portal TV YouTube channel, and basically they do this whole entire series, Zoe, where they just explore the lore of every single one of the heroes in Dota 2, and they include it with this whole video where they're talking about it and they're showing the a little bit of artwork of what he's talking about.
Yeah, what's really special about those, it's not his drawing, as in like he's doing a drawing. He actually draws the whole story. It's like almost like looking at the picture book. So it's really, really nicely done, and his voice is incredible nice. So whoever talked over those videos, your voice is incredible. You should read to people. Just make that your profession. It's great.
Nyx was an Oglari outcast, seeking sinful magical knowledge that most of his kind highly frowned upon. He willingly accepted exile, being certain that his true calling awaits somewhere far away from home. A year after leaving Druid, Nyx found himself in the city of Devark, a place infamous for freely practicing dark magic and using it for unspeakable purposes, including excruciating torture and manipulation of life force. For a brief moment, the scholar thought this place would become his new home, a place to study his craft without persecution or interruption.
So when I was doing my daily round on Reddit, I actually found a really interesting picture someone posted. It was a person called SlayerRaw223, right? And he posted it under the name Potch Utensils. And I was looking at the picture, and I just hope he built that, because I can't make sense of it. Why does anyone do that? Like, how can he even use that fork?
I have no idea. I mean, maybe he does metal work and he thought this would be cool to show off. Unfortunately, it got downvoted all to hell. But
I don't understand.
I mean,
liked it.
It's still good work, and it's an interesting idea. Granted, can't actually use the utensil, but hey, it's if he actually did make that.
I'd like to have it actually in game. I actually like that as a workshop item, where you just have like fork and knives from Potch, like throwing it. So yeah, I really liked it. So thanks, Slayer223.
We're going to wrap up this week's episode with what we always do. We want to talk about the best items in the workshop, and this one is by famed creator Anuxi, and it is called the Shadow Flame set for my favorite hero, Dazzle!
Yes. I knew you're gonna do it. Yeah. It's an incredible, incredible nice set. I really, really liked it. I mean, basically every part of it is just perfect. It has a lot of feathers because Anuxi likes feathers. Everyone likes feathers, so why not just plaster the whole thing with it? And I loved it. It's really, really well made. So once more, of course, good job, Anuxi. And last but not least, a few days ago, I posted on my Facebook that I actually gonna do another clay model again. It's been a long, long while. This time I'm working with actual proper clay for sculptures. It's called Super Sculpey. And so far, it's been very annoying to work with, but I guess I will get the hang of it eventually. And I had you guys guessing via Facebook which hero it's going to be. I showed you the tinfoil figurine. It's just like the rough outline, so I can save some material because I fill it out with tinfoil and wire. And pretty much all of you have been wrong, so good job.
Good work, boys.
Good job. So we're just going to tell you now what it's going to be, as it's still going to take a few weeks to actually finish. And the hero is...
Slark!
Yay!
The hero from Down Under.
Yeah, the hero we all love, hate so much. And that's why I chose him. I thought I can maybe put that passion, like this negative passion, into something really neat. And let's see if that's gonna work out. We're gonna give you some picture updates every now and then on that Stark, and of course there's gonna be a whole video where you can see the making of. And that was already our last bit of items of interest for this week. Once more, we wanna thank you very much for watching, of course. Go check out the old episodes if you wanna see some of the amazing artwork and videos we already displayed. I mean, we already had a cosplay episode, so feel free to check that out. That was very entertaining when Toby joined you. It was a bit awkward a bit, but I really enjoyed it still. So make sure to go and check it out, and of course leave comment and constructive feedback that way around. And we want to thank you all for watching. Goodbye.